Please select a mission.
Boss, this contract comes from the Mbeli rebel militants. That's right. That general's fighters. Recently, one of their child soldier platoons staged an insurrection and split from the main group. Thing is, they took a hostage with them. The general's brother, his number 2. The contract is to extract both that prisoner and the leader of the renegade platoon. The
Deploying.
mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the general's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt. That's the village the boy soldiers have taken over. It was deserted. Seems they're using it as their base of operations. Targets are there. Look carefully. Be careful down there, boss!
Please select a deployment point.
Beyond there is outside the mission area. Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
Buddy has infiltrated our map has been updated.
High ground. Looks perfect for reconning the village.
Marker removed. The map has been updated. Please select a deployment point.
Begin cover fire!
have arrived at your destination. Post captured.
That's the target prisoner. Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Pangia, General Yabakala, Lumbu, Mosi,
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Elaka Mono, Mambu, General Saraka. Bantu Yabuta, Yambele, Etinkaka Mosi, Beto Nyoso, Kebampangi, Atampidina, Yai Kentangu.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Where are you going? That's outside the mission area.
Mission area. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please select a landing zone. A support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived. Clouds approaching.
All that's left is to extract the commander.
Support helicopter has arrived. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Nice work. Keep it up.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map cautions rain approaching. Marker placed.
High ground. Looks perfect for reconning the village. Extract him.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
That
Analysis.
prisoner doesn't look like the target.
The speed quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Okay, subject is in.
Support helicopter has arrived.
You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction
Subject on board.
arrived at
Leave the rest to us.
Development project has been added.
Mission complete, man. Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care. Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Mission
Look
list
closely.
updated.
Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up.
Weather will clear shortly.
We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you.
Select unit. Select unit.
Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. On the human trafficker who sent Shibani and the others to Nzoya Badiabulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Four, boss. When Quiet attacked one of our guys on Mother Base, stuck a knife in his mouth. He's one of the very few soldiers who've had contact with her recently. Close contact. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was among those who became symptomatic pretty early on in this epidemic. Saliva and blood spatter, an open wound, mucosal infection. Whatever is causing this got inside him then.
Miller, that is a baseless accusation.
The source of the infection is Quiet. Everyone suspects her.
We don't know that. And we've come across these symptoms before. The bodies in the water at the oil field facility, those sick people in the beds at the Devil's House. They're identical to what we've seen while we've been after Cypher. The infection could have come from elsewhere. But at the very least, she does know something.
It's not like she's gonna talk.
No, not through words anyway. But what about her actions? Quiet held a knife to that soldier back then, before he became symptomatic. There must have been a reason for that.
A reason for shoving a knife down the throat of one of our men.
What if she's capable of identifying who's infected? What if she was trying to stop the infection but couldn't communicate that to us? The answer to that The source of the infection might be in the mouths of the infected.
You think there's some kind of clue in their mouths?
I don't know. But maybe there's something about the mouths of those who become symptomatic, something in common.
Something their mouths have in common. Forget it. We can't trust her. Even if she can spot the infected, I don't want her help.
I understand how you feel. But this is something to go on.
Can't you see it's just like I said? Bringing her here was a big mistake. Quiet is gonna be the end of us.
Stand down. You've got zero proof. Try to keep an open mind on this, boss. There has to be a way to identify who's infected.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Mission not accepted. Mission accepted. Deploying.
Boss, the target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find a route. Find a man. That's the Ditati abandoned village. The enemy transmission originated from there.
Careful down there,
It'll
boss.
be worth checking out.
It's been updated. Marker placed. Please select a deployment point. Buddy has infiltrated our... The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Please select a deployment point. Please select a deployment point. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. The map has been updated. Please select a deployment point.
Cover me!
Guard post captured. Marker placed. Please select a deployment point. Marker removed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select a deployment point. Development complete. Development complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Champion is down to Hilfe. Ergänzt auch Sniper. situatie. Alle eenheden, staan bij.
Boss, that prisoner you extracted was a civilian abducted by the target. He says the trafficker is trying to make contact with a human rights NGO. He hopes that by handing over his list of buyers, they'll guarantee his safety. But I don't get it. Why an NGO? Why run to someone else for help? You made it to the Ditati abandoned village. That's where the enemy PF's coded transmission came from. There's got to be a transmitter there somewhere. It could have the intel file containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna.
The map has been updated. The map has been updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Where are your friends?
Wat is de situatie? Alle eenheden,
The map
staan
has
bij.
been updated.
Civilis Delta 2. Geen verdere vijandige beweging. Mortieraanval blijkt succesvol. Over.
Er is CFD, begrijp. Onderzoek onmiddellijk en geen terughoren. Uit.
You have arrived at your destination. Intel.
Information, the target is headed for Gazeba camp. We also have his movement route. I've updated your map. Use the target's route to locate him. Eliminating him will be much harder if he makes it to the Gazeba camp. Take him down on the savannah.
Civilis Delta 2. Geen verdere vijandige beweging. Mortieraanval blijkt succesvol. Over.
Er is CFD,
Marker
begrijp.
placed.
Segment onderzoek. Zo gauw als mogelijk. Uit.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected, and the map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis.
That's the target. Eliminate him, however you see fit.
The map has been updated.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper.
Mission
Should enable you to sneak past enemies.
caution. Rain approaching. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. All right. Mission complete.
Side ops list
Boss,
updated.
we finally heard from one of our missing intel team members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP. Boss, about Eli. No matter how many times we talk to him, he just won't listen. He sees everything in terms of victory or defeat and still won't accept that you beat him. We're gonna have to put him in his place.
Select a
Again.
heading to
If you
Mother
don't
Base.
mind, come back to Mother Base and go another round.
Commencing platform construction.
Boss, someone else has turned symptomatic. The staff member's been moved to quarantine, but at this rate we're going to lose everybody. Find out what's causing this and quarantine the infected.
Select unit. Weather will clear shortly. Select unit. Select unit. Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified.
Select unit.
Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you
Select
specified.
unit.
Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?